Both of them have been on a little bit of a downturn lately. This is a chance for a major comeback for both of them. Reysbull did lose his first series as well. Ayyjayy be looking to get back to the very top of the competition. He's been outside of the big three. He's had a few upsets against him recently, the last few months as well. So we'll see if he can get back on top. But Reysbull will get the first goal. Fighting hard early on in the game. Hopefully not a 3-0 again, lads. Oh, also, I'm going to need to update this. Hopefully that fixed the pip. I got to remember to do that because automatically counts the warm-up game as an actual match. So now that's sorted. Got the proper overlay. We're all good to go. We're getting in the groove of things, as is Reysbull with a 2-0 lead. Great recovery on the first one. Just touches it nice and soft so Ayyjayy can't challenge. Go to Ayyjayy Cam as well on the kickoff. It's a nice win here. The ground mechanics these games. That's the zap dash, isn't it? The one that where you rock back and forward. Not 100% sure. Somebody correct me. My name of mechanics strategy is not next level. Excited to see Reysbull, of course. Pretty big Reysbull fan. Maybe not so much as CJ. But I've loved Reysbull since I got to cast him at the Fall Major and he popped off. And also, he's just got such a good name. Being able to make bull references while casting him, so good. Ayyjayy as well is an absolutely fantastic human being. First met him at Beyond the Summit, if I recall. Spent most of the time sleeping on the beanbags. But he's an absolute legendary human being. So, love these two. I want both of them to win. Unfortunately, only one of them can. I think it's going to be quite a crucial series because the loser might occupy kind of the middle or the lower of the pack for this group, North America. And the winner has a chance to obviously go a long way. Maybe take one of those top 2 playoff spots that gets you the upper bracket in playoffs, which is a huge advantage. And also a big prize pool boost by default. Minimum prize pool. Because you get to go that extra round. You get an extra placement by being in the guaranteed placement. Being in the upper bracket. The delayed kickoff there from Ayyjayy could have worked in his favor, but Reysbull has countered it with a boost steal. Ayyjayy was left on nothing to try and make the play, so heads up play from both teams, both players. Reysbull over the top. He's been very delicate with a lot of his touches in front of net. Very decisive with his goals. Takes this one high. Ayyjayy in an awkward spot, having to challenge from in front of the ball, realistically. It's always difficult to do when your opponent can get multiple touches over the top. Thank you, BJG. Absolute legend. Just for correcting me on that one. And Reysbull makes another shot. 5-2 now. Ayyjayy have to turn this around quickly. Great challenge from Reysbull. Just delayed on his 50 a little bit so that he could play over the top without it turning into a crunch. Reysbull again. This time not so decisive on his play. Just lost the ball a little bit off the wall. Ayyjayy now looking for the air dribble. Bump. Reysbull in trouble. And Ayyjayy brings it back. You can see what Reysbull was trying to do. He knew he was in a difficult position with Ayyjayy coming in. And yet he couldn't try and he tried to exit the jump, get back to the ground, get back up, but Ayyjayy read him the entire way. Has done well there. Oh, that's dirty. Ayyjayy getting the race to the boost. May have a flick here. Goes for another air dribble bump and another success. You guys might be dying of cringe, but you could say it's successful. And I'll be honest, I might be outing myself here. I like a good air dribble bump. I feel like it really brings into play, just for a very short moment, a lot of mental game between two players. How do I deal with this? What am I going to do to avoid the bump? And how do you avoid that too? Ayyjayy, 3 goals down, has turned around quickly. Great catch there. Doesn't have much boost. Doesn't need it. Backflip to get it through. Behind Reysbull and another tied game. Reysbull has the kickoff. Ayyjayy wins it again. Reysbull was winning the kickoff early on. Ayyjayy has had a lot of good variations, which I think has put Reysbull a little bit more edge. Won't even call that the air dribble bump, but I think he's conditioned him to expect it based off the fact that he had to run there off the kickoff. Rushed himself, but any which way, Reysbull missed that ball. Wasn't the bump that did it. He might have been able to get up to it. Maybe he got blocked. I don't think so. Oh no, Ayyjayy's given that one away. Reysbull, perfect flick. Crossbar and in. Ayyjayy as well getting bumped by Reysbull. Slowed down his boost grab. Otherwise he may have been able to get back. So smart play again from Reysbull. I'm really liking the intelligence coming out from both these players, but it is very much an attacking affair. A lot more kickoff goals. Completely counter to what we saw of Cosmic versus Ayyjayy. Two much more grounded players overall. Ayyjayy scoring here. Looks like it's going to be a 10-goal game for somebody. Quick win. Just seeing that Reysbull goes up, he just outpaces him. Head over to Reysbull Cam and see what you can do on the kickoff, because Ayyjayy has been doing too well on it. Double grind through. Reysbull doesn't have boost. Ayyjayy knows it. For the solo play over the top, but instead he's been very clever at just getting tips behind Reysbull. Reysbull very much committing pretty hard to a lot of the defensive plays so far, so Ayyjayy knows that if he gets one little tip, it will be enough, and he's really drawn Reysbull into a lot of early challenges. I'd also like to give out a shout out to Kalkin, who is streaming this right now in Japanese, but also I've accidentally skipped the replay multiple times because Kalkin has not. He's saved my bacon, and we've actually got to watch the replays of all of these goals. So big ups the boy. I met him at DreamHack Montreal a long time ago, but I met him again at Worlds. He was there. It was fantastic to see him. He's a lovely, lovely lad. Got a photo with all of us who have casted APAC before. Oh my. The kickoffs. How crazy is it how much the kickoffs have turned? Reysbull won the first few, and then since the one that Ayyjayy delayed, he's now won every single kickoff, it feels like. He win another. Could have been. Oh goodness, will it bite him? No, he gets back in time as well. Oh my. I would have loved if Ayyjayy could have just finished the series by just constantly dribbling Reysbull with a 4-goal lead. He did hit that 10 goal mark, the double dig, while we were watching, by the way, as expected, of a high-scoring game. Oh, great shot, Reysbull. Ayyjayy in a difficult position without much boost. I want to know what adaptations Reysbull makes. I mean, number one, he can't lose so many kickoffs. It's not just losing possession as well. Sometimes he's also just getting straight scored on the kickoff, and that's priority number one. He hasn't had as many variations. Maybe Ayyjayy and all his variations has got inside of his head a little bit. I'd even like to see some fakes on the kickoff from Reysbull. Ayyjayy is going to take game one. Domineering performance after the first half. Remember that Ayyjayy was what, 4-1 down at one point. And just to really fight back into the game. Ayyjayy, another one of those players that I've been talking about, who I expect to have been on the grind during what is now an extended off-season in ones, knowing this competition's coming up, and that we'll be playing better in this tournament than we've seen in recent times. Ayyjayy didn't really stop playing ones from what I saw, in terms of still playing tournaments, but didn't quite have the same level of performance we'd expect from one of the best NA 1v1 players in last few years, at least. Your upset losses that took him out of early brackets and show match losses. Maybe you wouldn't have expected him to take, considering how good he was kind of before this last season, the 22-23 RLCS season. He was had a good run as well of 1v1 form. Reysbull getting 2 on the board early. Very reminiscent of the last game. And also pocketing the strategy from Ayyjayy, where the goal is to just beat the player. They're both willing to commit to a play. He beats Ayyjayy early. Ayyjayy thought winning the race to the boost would be enough, but didn't seem like that was the case. And now Ayyjayy off the kickoff. It's just going to be another kickoff goal. Reysbull missed, I think, even the pads back here. Manages to grab one. Tries to use it to get the 100 boost. Completely disrespected Ayyjayy. Took his eye off the ball. And Ayyjayy is just going to dribble that one in. Very happy to do so. So once again, Reysbull's got to worry a bit more about his kickoffs. Oh no. Okay, he's going to get back to that in time. Looked like it could have been an own goal. Doesn't get the power on that one. Ayyjayy goes high, looks at the flip reset. Oh, great save by Reysbull. Keeps him in the game. Keeps him in the lead, I should say. Now it's his chance of his own. Go for the air dribble bump. Ayyjayy had a lot of them in the last game. Tried to outplay him instead. Another shot over the top. Reysbull quickly turning that around from the corner. Has a 2-goal lead. Making this one a bit more grounded as well. Smart to turn around there as Ayyjayy's coming in. Calls his bluff. If Ayyjayy had challenged early and Reysbull had played for it, Ayyjayy would have been in trouble. It's a sort of play where in ranked, Reysbull would have been punished because the guy in net would have just completely ran out, absolutely slapped the ball away, and Reysbull would have been caught off guard, saying, "Why is he challenging there?" Back to 1 goal. This is a real tight fought battle, back and forth at the moment in game 2. This is where Ayyjayy's been deadly. High up, has the flip reset. Uses it well. Just kept watching Reysbull the entire way. Soon as he jumps, he knows that's when he can make his little touch. And he gets it on target at the same time. That's what gets me about pro players, is that they've got a mind that can have multiple threads. They're watching the ball so they can make their mechanical play. You know, usually more subconsciously than consciously. Not a conscious thought. They trust their mechanics. They practice so much they can trust that. They're watching their opponent at the same time. They're able to get the ball on target. You know, a lot of parallel thinking going on at the same time. Instead of just focusing on the one article, you know, most people who are outside of the professional play, their main focus is on the ball. They're watching the ball the entire time so that they can pull off their mechanics. It's always so impressive to me. And Ayyjayy showing a great example of that in the last play. Reysbull has got the lead back again. Ayyjayy goes to the bump again. Air dribble bumps. Okay, more like a ground dribble bump. Reysbull's even going to give him a nice one. Loves that. Fakes out the straight flick shot. Forces Reysbull up early. Once Reysbull's up, then Ayyjayy can go for that bump. I will give you, you know, there's a question from LifeRL if Reysbull's in NA, and we'll check after the next goal what his ping is. If it's a low ping, then we'll know where Reysbull is playing from. If you don't know as well, it's not just the North America group. This is North America and South America combined for this group. And for the EU group, it's actually EU and MENA combined. So SAM players can play in this competition. And it looks like he's on pretty low ping. Reysbull 40 ping would make sense if he's in Dallas. I would assume that if he was in Chile, he'd be on about 100 ping. So he is going to be assumedly playing from middle of America. We're on US East servers. Rays is an NA player, but there was a chance that I was talking about the fact that somebody asked whether he is currently in North America. So it would make sense for him to go see family during the off-season. So it was a sensible question to be asked. We have confirmation, of course, from the ping that he is still in North America. He's not on visiting family at the moment. Tied up game. Reysbull has the top right available to him and just absolutely slams it. Thunderbolt into that top right. Ayyjayy knew where he was going. He had to worry about a potential fake there, which would have probably worked out because Ayyjayy did play for that top right play shot. Unfortunately, just too much power for him to even be able to save. It's the advantage of those ground dribbles. Ooh. If Reysbull had even any boost there, I think he's got the confidence to take a quick shot. Beat out Ayyjayy on his way back. Ayyjayy recovering well there. Still needs a goal. High scoring game, so you never really feel like any player is out of it. Let alone Ayyjayy obviously being only one goal behind. Will look for an early shot. Manages to get it over the top of Reysbull. And that bump is going to save Ayyjayy at the same time. He should get the boost here. Massive win. Ayyjayy knows that Reysbull will be on 0. Gets around the ball. Ayyjayy ties it up again. And this has been really back and forth so far, with Reysbull mostly taking advantage of this game. Reysbull is a must win though, realistically. Tie up the series. Ooh. Oh, and the bump has given Ayyjayy the boost too. Ayyjayy's not just winning a lot of kickoffs in terms of getting the ball into places he wants, maybe even scoring off the kickoffs, but so many kickoffs. He's won that race to the boost, and by slim margins every single time, which makes it even more disparaging for that other player, for his opponent, because Reysbull's putting all of his boost towards that, rushing to get to that boost, and then Ayyjayy snipes him, leaves Reysbull in a bad position, out of boost on so many plays. Once again, Ayyjayy running to that. Now Reysbull has to get all the way back to get that 100 boost of his own, put in a difficult position so many times. This is being won by Ayyjayy off the kickoff, time and time again. Ayyjayy with his variations, his priority on taking that side boost. And Reysbull, maybe it's time for him to give up on that side boost a little bit. Maybe see if he can play on the pads a little bit more. Look, once again, Ayyjayy's going to steal the 100 boost from right underneath him. He had more momentum. Reysbull late to it. Now he's in trouble. Ayyjayy's just going to push it through. Reysbull in trouble. And it's just been the same story over and over again for Reysbull and Ayyjayy. That boost grab on the side, straight off the kickoff. I feel like Reysbull is throwing his head against a brick wall. And here we go. There's some variation in the kickoff. Goes for the fake instead. But it definitely feels like he should have been 4th bitten, 5th time shy, and not waited to get scored on 8 times before he changed the kickoff at all. And it's worked out perfectly for him. Imagine if he did that before conceding the 9th goal. He would be in a good position here to get back at least into an overtime. Hasn't managed to do it. And look again. Ayyjayy will win the race to the boost. But at the same time as winning the race to the boost, Reysbull has played into that. Reysbull has tried to win that race at the same time, used all his boosts, get out of position, and Ayyjayy will score. It's happened 6, 7 times this game. Happened in the last game as well. So at some point in time, Reysbull's got to figure out either a different kickoff. I know I'm beating a dead horse here. There we go. Different kickoff again from Reysbull. That actually gets him a secure on the boost. Either a different kickoff, or he's got to change up and just let Ayyjayy get that boost. Because it's happening either way. And if Reysbull could instead go and grab some pads, get into a better position, then he's going to be less punished by that at the same time. But a win there from Ayyjayy after Reysbull was in the lead for most of that game. And that puts Ayyjayy onto 3 match points. A chance to get 3-0 here. Really put himself in good stead. Keeping in mind that Ayyjayy did manage to 3-0 Daniel in the last round. So another 3-0 here would give him really, really good position. Reysbull got 3-0'd himself by Evo, so getting 3-0'd here would put him in a very dire situation. I mean, it's only the second series of the group out of 5 total. People are in chat already calling that Reysbull might end up being at the very bottom of that second group, the Group B in North America. Should be a shame. Reysbull at times has been one of the best in North America in ones. He was invited, if I recall. He was one of the invitees, Ayyjayy going through the qualifiers in order to get here. Reysbull's done well here. Save, quick shot off. Similar to game 1 where both players committing hard to a lot of plays. So if you can get an outplay, if you can get it, just a quick beat, and you're likely to get a goal. Ayyjayy's missed the net, but it will get him the boost. Reysbull very low. They're just trying to play keep away with the ball right now. Reysbull is getting bumped out. Oh! Is that going to be strong enough? Yes. Looked very, very close. Reysbull just inches away from getting back. And in fact, if he'd taken the straight line and maybe grabbed a pad, not sure if he would have got back either, because he would have been short on boost. But there's been a few times where Reysbull's taking a very wide line. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going to say a ghost touch there from Reysbull. He's looking to just get a little flick on his way back to that boost. Flick it up, get the big boost, get back on the play. Unfortunately, one little mechanical mistake there from Reysbull. It's cost him the lead again. Giving up a kickoff goal over to Ayyjayy. This time Reysbull getting a good kickoff. And he didn't fight for that boost either. So he's giving himself a little bit more time on the ball. He will still play defensive. Reysbull getting up quickly. Will he have the follow-up on this one? He should. Yes, 56 boost. So we saw Ayyjayy committing very hard. Try and get an air dribble bump. If it doesn't work out, it will go in the favor of Reysbull. So maybe that's the strategy Reysbull is going to be playing a little bit more of. Just to let Ayyjayy come, wait for Ayyjayy. And then just get a 50, force him into a bad spot. Once again, Reysbull has adapted and ran back to that back boost. It does give Ayyjayy rub of the play. And of course, Ayyjayy very good with the time on the ball in the air. Oh, beautiful little guide in, little touch off the ground after threatening the flip reset. Oh no. Reysbull's missed that one. If he top slotted that, or if he just got it anywhere in the left side of the net with that amount of power, Ayyjayy was not getting back in time, it looked like. Couple of mechanical mistakes so far from Reysbull, which, fair enough. Better than making some of the more strategical mistakes he was making in the last game. Ayyjayy's been catching the ball well. Gets the fourth goal, gets the lead. After Reysbull had a strong hold, at least of a one-goal lead throughout most of this game. Always Reysbull in the lead or tied. Ayyjayy getting another chance off the kickoff, and unfortunately for Reysbull, I think that's what he's conceding, that he's always going to have to defend a play off the kickoff. But to his credit, if he does defend a play, most of the time it will be successful in terms of getting a counter goal because of how much Ayyjayy is committing on the attacks. Once again, defensive mode, but this time Ayyjayy plays just a flick over, goes for a challenge as well, a bit more of a safe play from Ayyjayy, not so committal, and maybe that's the difference between him being in the lead and him needing a goal, how much he's willing to commit to attack. Which may mean that Reysbull needs to reevaluate once again what he does here. He can't just let Ayyjayy attack forever. Maybe enough. Ayyjayy sees it. Oh, off the post. One more follow-up, and it ends up being to his advantage. Reysbull really expecting that one to go in, and fair enough. I don't think he was going to get back in time if it was on target. Maybe just hoping that that would be going across the net. Ayyjayy now with a 2-goal lead. Reysbull, do something fancy off the kickoff, please. He's once again gone for a standard kickoff, given the ball away. Ayyjayy's taking it high with the first flip reset. Has he got the second? It didn't look like it. End up going for the ground pinch instead. And Ayyjayy's going to take it back just to keep possession. Not allow Reysbull to sniff at this game. Minute and a half. Ayyjayy, I think, can hold on for that long if he plays safer than he has been throughout the series. Now it's Reysbull's actual turn to make a big play. What's he going to do with it? Gets the air dribble bump. Brought it back to 1. Reysbull hasn't had many opportunities throughout this game to have time on the ball, but you can see how deadly he can be when he does have a little bit of time. So again, Ayyjayy will take that back. I think that's a smart play. Shown that Reysbull struggles if he doesn't have a clear run of the pitch. So Ayyjayy just staying close to the ball, constantly faking him out, but Reysbull, strong early challenge. Can Ayyjayy get the extra touch? He does. 25 seconds here. Reysbull wants to get the boost. Ayyjayy could be in a good position. No, he's not. He was stuck on the wall, and Reysbull has that flip reset. He's brought her back, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going to get the first game on the board for Salt Mine 3? Second series, got 3-0'd in the first one. It's looking like he could get 3-0'd in this one as well. Must score this next goal. And will Ayyjayy, as at the same note, get on the aggressive again? Start committing heavy now that he's tied up. Oh, he's done so well. He's had so many opportunities off this wall, off the kickoff. He's been successful with multiple of them, and in different manners each time that Reysbull constantly has to question, where does he challenge from? It's all stemmed from Ayyjayy having such a huge advantage on the kickoff. This time Reysbull will actually... No, he's missed the boost! He does get the demo. And he will get the goal. But it was the first time... I know there was a goal. I know it worked out well for Reysbull because he got that demo. But it was the first time for Reysbull to actually beat Ayyjayy to that boost. Manages to do it and misses the boost in the end. I was a little bit saddened by that. That's the biggest L of the day for me. Once again, has to give the ball away. Should be a low challenge, and Reysbull just gets enough of it. So it's not on target. Once again, for possession, Ayyjayy. Reysbull's keeping it away. 100 boost for Ayyjayy. Reysbull collecting pads off the back wall. Flip reset! Oh! Off the crossbar and down. So close for Ayyjayy to secure the series on 0 seconds. But another kickoff is going to be in his advantage. Gets the demo. Reysbull. Oh, he's going straight for it. He's not collecting the 100 like he's like to throughout. But he needed a little bit more boost than what he had. Early shot from Ayyjayy, just forcing Reysbull into a difficult position potentially. Reysbull going for the full run. Will he get the bump? He goes for the 50 instead. Oh no. Reysbull didn't get the boost, didn't get the bump. He was driving backwards. Ayyjayy is going to get a full run down to the pitch. Good games. Fly out. Reysbull looked like he could have taken it and brought them back in the series, but it's going to be a dominant 3-0 for Ayyjayy. Especially given Reysbull had advantage in multiple of these games. It was fantastic to see Ayyjayy fight back time and time again. You can see that in terms of one's players, one of them has a clear priority on the kickoffs. Ayyjayy, I would say, won that series